I don't chase a bag, see the bag chase me.
Most people think that they're trying to change their life. They're not. They're rehearsing the same identity every day and calling it effort. What actually determines your results isn't what you do when you're motivated. It's who you assume yourself to be when nothing is happening. That's what this show is about. Not manifesting, not fixing, not becoming someone new, but understanding why reality keeps agreeing with you, even when you don't like what it's saying. If you listen carefully, you'll notice something uncomfortable. Your circumstances aren't blocking you, they're confirming you. Here's the part most people miss. When you're trying very hard to change something, what you're actually saying internally is, this isn't normal for me. And reality is extremely literal. It doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what feels familiar, to what feels expected, to what your nervous system recognizes as you. That's why people can work so hard, stay consistent, visualize every day, and still recreate the same patterns. Because intensity doesn't change. Identity does. If something feels like a stretch, it's still outside who you believe you are. When I say remembering, I don't mean memory. I mean returning. Returning to a state of being that already exists. The version of you who has what you want isn't excited about it. They're not affirming it. They're not checking for it. They're oriented there. It fits. So manifestation isn't about adding something to your life. It's about stopping the internal habits that keep you anchored to an old self-concept. Here's the simplest way to say it. Reality doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you're convinced is normal. Most people think imagination means visualization. It doesn't. Imagination is where you rest internally. It's the assumptions you return to when you're not paying attention. While you're driving, while you're waiting for a text, while you're brushing your teeth. That's where your real beliefs live. That's why someone can say all the right things during the day and undo all of it at night with one quiet inner conversation. Your imagination isn't what you picture. It's what you assume. And assumptions harden into facts without asking your permission. So here's where this becomes practical without turning into effort. Stop asking, how do I get this? That question keeps you oriented toward absence. Instead ask, what would stop feeling urgent if this were already settled? Notice the answer. That's the state. Calm isn't giving up. Neutrality isn't indifference. It's ownership. And ownership is what reality recognizes. You don't need to become someone new. You need to stop rehearsing who you've been. When the inner conversation changes, the outer world doesn't argue. It adjusts. We'll keep unfolding this.